instructor and equine manager at Healing Reins Therapeutic Riding Center.
Hi, and I'm Carly. I'm also an instructor here at Healing Reins Therapeutic Riding Center, and I'm also the schooling coordinator. And this here is Annie, our trial horse, and today in our part 2 video, we're going to go through some mounting and playing some games on her back.
So the next part of this is we're going to practice mounting. For those of you who are volunteers, you know what it's like mounting some of our riders onto our horses and helping with that. So we want to make sure that Annie's prepared for whatever may happen in the mounting block area. So, walk on, Annie! Right now! Again, we're always looking for her body language to see if she's okay with what's happening or if we need to slow down or back off a little bit.
She's got to sniff it and check it out.
And Annie's also the only horse in the barn right now, so she might be a little concerned by friends who are also talking to her. A little distracted. Okay. So we're going to pet her and give her lots of reassurance that this is really a good place despite what's happening. You want to have her take one more step up? So we always want to make sure that when our horses are parked at the mounting block that they're square, okay? Because that helps them when our riders get on, stay as balanced as they can. So because Annie is a trial horse, this might take a few times and a few practice rounds with her.
I'm going to take her through it one more time.
Ooh, we did brush this horse. We brushed her for a long time. Okay. What do you think, Carly?
I think she's ready.
Okay, so I'm going to take up my reins just in case. Keep petting her and slowly sit down on her. And we're going to hang out for just a little bit before we leave because we do want our horses to be able to stand still in the mounting block in case we need to make any adjustments. I'm holding my reins, but I'm not doing a lot holding them. So Carly's mostly in control of the situation right now. Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Walk along. She eyeballs everything. Typically, for those of you guys who have been in our lessons before, you know we stop either by the corner or at the letter K and do another tack check. Make sure that everything's righty-roo, A-okay. You know. Oh, so did you notice when I tried to pick up my stirrups, Annie took a step forward. So she's a little sensitive to our leg cues, which is fine. We're just going to reassure her that it's okay to hang out.
We always want to make sure, too, with our horses in the mounting process that they're always really calm and comfortable and that they're not nervous. So we always want to take our time to make sure that they're comfortable.
Yes. So part of the reason, too, that we have instructor staff do this is just because we want to make sure that we're giving Annie a really safe environment to kind of explore what's happening because this is all brand new to her.
They're not used to having a rider and a leader. That's something that's really new to horses that come in to these types of programs. So they have two inputs. They have the rider telling them things, then they have the leader telling them things. So it's really important that we put them through those steps and get them used to having a leader and a rider. And during this time, just because Annie is still newer, I'm giving Carly most of control of the horse. So I'm not asking a whole lot with my legs for my walk on or with my reins for a whoa. So a lot of that input you're seeing is coming from just Carly right now. Good girl, Annie. So when the instructors ride our horses, we want to kind of pretend that what we're doing is similar to what would be happening in a lesson. So we're going to emulate some of rider behavior that we've seen, but that's all depending on her behavior and her reactions. So if she's uncomfortable with something, we will stop it completely and go back to something that she's confident with. So right now, Carly and I are going to do walk-ons and woes at
few of the letters just to practice. That's a pretty traditional warm-up that we do in our classes. Ready? Ready? Walk on, Annie. That I am the loudest, one of the loudest riders that could be. So, and she seems to be handling it okay. She's a little curious, listening, kind of curious of what's happening and going on. Okay, ready? Ready. Walk on, Annie. Walk on. And whoa, Annie. I'm catching my breath. I got too excited.